but I did the video on it yesterday. The biggest bunch of bullshit came to that Benjamin Sesko thing with how he was, according to agents, the Athletic, the worst signing of the transfer window, Flex. The worst signing of the transfer window. And the other part that didn't really get as much coverage, but I mentioned it in the video, they also asked who overall had the worst transfer window. West Ham got the most votes with 6, but we were level with Aston Villa and Brentford in second place for the second worst transfer window out of people in the Premier League. And I'm like, look, I know there could be a bit of like, oh, actually, our transfer window was a bit overgassed. It wasn't that good. You know, maybe we should have got a midfielder, this, that, and the other. You cannot tell me it was as bad as Brentford's. They lost their 2 best players, their manager and their captain. Aston Villa could not basically buy it. Well, they got Jadon Sancho. They got Jadon Sancho.
He's having a tough time at the moment as well.
they got Jadon Sancho in, and our window's just as bad. Benjamin Sesko, it's a worse deal than James Trafford, which was voted second, where they signed him, played him for a couple of games, and went, we'll get Donnarumma. And it's like, really? Just
the agenda. And that is one? Where, listen, I have been banging the drum of take our head out of the sands of like, let's not just, like, let's call it out for what it is with Ruben and how bad we are. It's not just the media saying we're shit. But then there's this. Then this is where you go, okay, that this isn't national breaking. You're just trying to muddy us again. Like,
how could you say he's got 2 in his last 2 games? I think Gyökeres got 1 more, which was a penalty or something like that. But
he's got the same amount of non-penalty goals. Gyökeres scored 6 games.
Yeah, in terms of your start to the season, and bear in mind he came in late, didn't actually start, the season as a regular start already. Could tell that he wasn't fully fit now in retrospect. I mean, I hold my hands up at the time. I was like, I'll play him. But clearly they had a plan.
I was saying, when we were looking at him, I was like, he looks way off it.
Yeah, but now he's looking much more sharp, more confident. And their comments about it were like, Man United only bought him because they were pressured into it. But that's when you go out. So if Newcastle, this is where you see the agenda. If Newcastle had signed him, he would have not been the worst signing of the window. They wouldn't have done that. They'd have gone, actually, really shrewd business. You've let go Isak. You've brought in Sesko, one of the most sought-after sort of young strikers in Europe. Yeah, really good. Bear in mind, Newcastle offered just as much as us, maybe even more as well. So they're saying overpriced, but it was the price that Newcastle were going to be willing to pay, right? And it's also a player that had been linked to Arsenal. And when he was linked to Arsenal, when he was linked to whoever, he's a good player. Yeah, good player. But when Man United signed him, no, it's terrible.
Terrible.
He's not ready yet. Piss off, man.
And that is the same thing. That is the same thing that keeps occurring with us. And that is where we have to call it out and push back against that. Obviously, when the time's right, though, we struggle to reverse that when we're just being shit and we're losing games. And and then the media's on us and we go, well, no, we're shit. Look at us. But that's different. Yeah. But when it's this, nah, we can't be having that. We can't be having that. So there you go.
Exactly.